That porch there was on fire with flames shooting into the attic.
Fire crews said that this building has not been used for some time.
Del City was forced to close one of its 2 fire stations this year.
Today I spoke to the family of baby Braylon.
That's right, Chris. Eric Wells was flying a charter jet out of Wiley Post Airport here this week.
What I'm standing on right now is the roof of a building. There's a lot of damage tonight after the tornado hit Norman.
DHS spokesperson says she can't comment specifically about this case.
This is where the little boy's aunt and uncle live behind me here.
Jesse Newell's portraits started focusing on patriotism a few years ago.
Okay, look right here. My only dad was my grandpa, which was a World War II veteran.
So as a way of saying thank you to Private First Class George Howell,
Any giving part of my heart came from my grandpa.
Jesse began inviting those left from the greatest generation into her Shawnee home.
August 15th, 1945. The words surrender and peace, those are some good words to hear.
I feel honored that getting some kind of recognition.
These 3 World War II vets, including 2 brothers, are getting their pictures taken.
Okay, and look over here at me.
It cost them nothing more
You guys smile.
than following orders once again.
And it's awesome.
All these small kids think heroes wear capes, and they don't. They wear uniforms.
To that end, Jessie has opened up her free photo shoots to all vets and does free sessions for active members as well.
It made me realize that at some point people cared.
Ken Studeville hopes more of his fellow Vietnam veterans will also be willing to go in front of the camera.
It would be therapy for them, and I think it would be an excellent idea, and I think it can help.
As you watch the care behind each click,
Let's go a little bit wider over here. Yeah, there we go. I want to get the front there.
you quickly realize this is about more than honoring service members.
It's like getting a little bit of time back with my own grandpa every time one of these guys comes out here.
Here's the finished product, using a newspaper from August 15th, 1945.
It's a glorious, wonderful thing that Jesse's doing.
And the more these parents see what I see, it's going to influence the way that they're raising their kids.
Jessie's pictures celebrate American heroes. For her, that status hasn't changed in more than 70 years. In Shawnee, Carl Torp, Oklahoma's own News 9.
It's a beautiful day today.
Rolling up sleeves and getting to work.
So I knew better than what I was doing.
Rachel Wilkerson recently spent 22 months in prison.
I had a 9-year suspended sentence because my criminal history was kind of extensive. I did 6 years on probation, but I caught another charge, which was a petty larceny charge, and they convicted me of that, and they revoked my whole probation in full. So, and I was only on probation for possession of marijuana.
Today, we are implementing the will of the people.
With approval and a signature from the governor, Rachel ended up in Kevin Stitt's backyard, sharing his story with his wife, Sarah.
Nice to meet you.
November 4th, my sentence was commutated.
Wonderful. You have to see the big picture and say, I will be different. I am going to make something of this second chance. And it's not just a job, it's an opportunity to have a different life.
On behalf of most of us that have been incarcerated, we appreciate Governor Stitt.
The organization, Center for Employment Opportunities, or CEO, works with everyone, but saw potential in the hundreds who were commuted.
This is a way to build references. If an employer calls me, I can say, yeah, they show up every single day, 7 a.m., and they work harder than anyone I've ever seen.
Taking the ex-con image and making it something exceptional.
My dream is to open up a nonprofit organization called Fast Forward to help teens in troubled youth. Me having been a teen in troubled youth, I think I can reach it.
I've got a turkey and pepperoni sub or peanut butter and jelly.
Peanut butter and jelly.
All right. There you go. You're welcome.
When the El Reno Fast Track food truck pulls up, there's usually a line of kids waiting.
Sometimes this is the only meal they get, and the only smiles they get are from us.
Jeff Edwards, El Reno School's child nutrition director, started the mobile truck last year. He says about 1 in 4 kids in the district is at risk for hunger.
Just really saw the need and put the resources together with our community and just really work together and make it happen.
The truck stops at several sites around town Monday through Thursday, and then they hand out backpacks full of food to get the kids through the weekend. The program is paid for mostly through the USDA and supplemented by grants.
Hungry kids get into trouble, and so we're just really trying to make sure that they're getting what they need even during the school year, or during the summer times.
This year, they added the mobile kitchen.
Buddy, we've got hamburgers, cheeseburgers, or a chicken sandwich.
It's parked at Legion Park 4 days a week. Jeff and his team will also be showing it off and feeding hungry bellies at a special kickoff event.
It's really a blessing. I mean, it really is what gets us up every morning and puts a smile on our face.
The dramatic arrest. When a predator expecting to meet a child for sex discovers the child is actually a decoy.
I'm sorry, guys. This is my first time ever. I can't believe how many times I've heard that.
Bobby Thomas is one of hundreds in Oklahoma who've been caught using apps to lure in underage victims.
She said she was 14 or 15. The person that you were talking to on the phone was us.
Gary Goodian first connected with his victim on Facebook. Mike Goddard used Facebook, Kik, and Skype to get teens to send him nude photos. Captain Adam Flowers helped bust Goddard. He's been working internet crime since 2011 and says Kik, Snapchat, WhatsApp, Meet Me, and Live Me
I can still taste it when I think about it.
are just a few of the apps trending right now.
No.
He says they all have one thing in common.
promise they don't.
They put the user in public view.
When these apps are being used, this is somebody looking into your child's personal life.
People see the fresh meat and they just jump.
Jordan Solorzano works in the OSBI's Internet Crimes Against Children, or ICAC unit, and takes us undercover.
And if you sit here long enough, you'll start getting private messages saying, hey, how old are you? Where are you? Do you have pictures?
Within seconds, the decoy account is littered with obscene messages.
Okay, you're probably going to blur this, but this is just something that pops up. Like I said, whoever I am is being exposed to that.
Pornographic pictures soon follow. Solorzano says pedophiles especially like the streaming apps, where they can encourage provocative dancing.
He's my top one.
Even stripping in exchange for virtual gifts.
Thank you for the champagne.
We're seeing Oklahoma children involved in, all types of victimization.
I was 13 years old at the time.
Lawton native Lauren Nelson had a brush with an internet predator.
The new Miss America is Miss Oklahoma Lauren Nelson.
Which is why Miss America 2007 chose Internet Safety for Kids as her platform.
Now as a mom, I have to be so hypersensitive and hyper aware of what my kids are doing.
Solorzano says parental involvement is the best safeguard in the form of phone monitoring software or just plain communication.
Be upfront with your children. Let them know what they should and shouldn't post online.
Above all, says Captain Flowers, know what apps are on your child's phone and know their phone is nothing like what you grew up with.
This is a computer. This is a gateway that actually lets your child connect
I'm going to eat lunch in 45 minutes.
with somebody that wants to use them as a sexual object or even kill them.
Undercover stings taking these predators out of action are now routine, which is good, but it also shows how real the threat is. We've put a list of apps to watch out for on our website to help you be your child's first line of defense. Lisa Monahan, News 9.
Who's going to cook for you when you graduate?
Myself.
That's right. Who's going to cook for you?
Definitely me.
In this cramped classroom at Deer Creek High School,
You just need 1/2 cup, okay.
these special needs students are learning
Eggs, how many?
life skills.
Just those skills to get you through day-to-day life.
Jeff McMillan heads up the program that already has the key ingredients.
I'm proud of you. You've done a good job.
But the planned transition house would take it all to the next level with a bedroom, laundry room, even garage where students would learn to live on their own.
And that's our ultimate goal. We want our students, when they leave here, is to be able to contribute to society, pay the taxes, and live life like anybody else would.
In addition, students would learn job skills, like Jake here, who is already working in the school's IT office.
This is a different one than I've ever messed with before. We got some small computers in here.
Those now raising money to build the transition house point out most people who have disabilities want to live on their own and work, but often get discouraged and end up on public assistance, which costs taxpayers about $196,000 a year.
So for the cost of one person for 1 year, we could build this house and create an opportunity for lots of these kids to learn to live independently, to be employed,